So our topic tonight, what did I write? Why rewarding yourself is bad for obesity. And that actually has to do a little bit about self-worth and self-esteem, so we're going to talk about that. Why this topic? It's an interesting topic. I want to introduce y'all to this book, Do What You Love and the Money Will Follow, by Marcia Senator. Now, don't worry about the money, but the topic, Do What You Love, is really important. And this book came out in 1987. So it's pretty old, almost 30 years old. So some of the stuff she talks about in here, while pretty commonplace and common knowledge now, was quite revolutionary back in 87. And what caught my attention was this one page here. It was something I'd never heard about. And I'm going to actually flip the phone, so excuse me for just a second, because I want y'all to read along with me. All right. Hearing your topic? All right, ride my bike. Thanks, Dr. Alvarez. Shout out to my buddy, Dr. Alvarez. Okay, hold on. We're going to read this book real quick. All right. So, hope y'all can read this. Treating yourself as if you count. A workshop participant wrote, "It's amazing that I have not given thought to rewarding myself before. The usual reward I give myself is something I don't really want, like having another drink or going out with people I have absolutely nothing in common with. Those are really punishments, yet I tell myself they are treats." That's kind of pretty stinking amazing, right? If you think about it. I think a lot of us are guilty of that. Tonight we're talking about obesity, but really this applies to a lot of areas in your life, okay? So a lot of times we think we're rewarding ourselves with something, but in fact we're actually punishing ourselves. And that's a key point. That's point number one I want y'all to understand when it comes to special treats or rewards that you give yourself that actually lead to your obesity. They're actually not really treats. They're more punishments. When you eat chips or choose soda, choosing soda does not refresh your thirst. It actually dehydrates you. It makes you drink more. And eating salty chips and fast food doesn't give your body the nutrients it needs to live the life that you really want. So you're not actually rewarding yourself. You're actually punishing your body, this beautiful body that you have, that you've been in charge with taking care of. So the first thing you should know about rewards is most of the rewards we give ourselves are actual punishments. That includes other things that's not related to obesity. For example, people who struggle with their debt will go on crazy shopping sprees and buy, more stuff than they really need, and hopefully they can carry it until the next credit card cycle and stuff. That's craziness. The alcoholic who drinks, etc., it's actually quite miserable. It's actually adding to our own punishment. And we create that own prison, and we don't think of it that way, but we've created it that way. So the first thing you should understand is that it's not a reward, it's a punishment if you think about it. Look at what you're doing in your life and think, is this really rewarding me or is this a punishment? And the second topic is the question you should think about. When you're giving yourself a reward or a treat for obesity, you need to ask yourself, what is it I'm seeking? What am I trying? What is it I'm after? And the simple answer is to say, oh, I'm thirsty, I'm going to drink this Coke because it's handy, or, oh, I just have this craving for salt, or, oh, I have this craving for cheese. But that's not the real answer, right? I mean, that's just an immediate sort of emotional knee-jerk reaction or feeling or whatever. But it's not the real answer. Deeper answers mean things like, are you seeking comfort? Are you seeking security? Are you seeking approval? Are you seeking protection? Are you trying to fit in? A drug user often starts very simply by trying to fit in. An alcoholic often starts by just trying to fit in or seek the approval of their peers. When it comes to obesity, it's like, well, Dr. Vuong, I don't really use food to fit in, but you do if you think about it. That's what your family has always done. That's how you guys have always eaten. When you go to family reunions or gatherings, they kind of laugh at you if you don't like what they like. Like, what do you mean you don't like grandma's pecan pie? It's the best, But it might not be. It's just what you know. And so you're trying to seek this sort of approval. If it's a relationship issue, maybe you're in a new relationship with someone who's overweight or struggling with their body image, and you're kind of wondering if you're trying to seek their approval, one way or the other, positive or negative. There's always some sort of secondary gain that you get when you start these behaviors, and so you need to ask for that sort of stuff. Ask those deeper questions about why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Because if you think about it, doing these things do not lead to good self-esteem. They do not lead to what you really need. So what you really need to do is really get your sense of your own self-worth. What am I worth? Instead of, I'm just going to treat myself. Like, well, if you're going to treat yourself, what is it you're worth? And I promise you, a bag of chips is not worthy of you. Fast food is not worthy of you. A Snickers bar is not worthy of you. I mean, if you're going to treat yourself to some, Godiva chocolates or a nice bottle of wine or something great. Don't treat yourself to shoes or things that are on sale that anyone can get. That's craziness. Treat yourself to college tuition. Go back to class. Treat yourself to a seminar that teaches you how to start your own home business or how to write a book or do all these wonderful things that you've been wanting to do. That's a treat. Treat yourself to a filet mignon. Treat yourself to a lobster if it's really worth it. Don't treat yourself to like 99-cent margaritas or 25-cent hot wings. Like, that's not really much of a treat if you think about it. And you're a much more valuable than that. So that's really my topic that I want to talk about. It came from this book. Again, I like to give credit where credit's due. Do What You Love and the Money Will Follow by Marcia Sinatar. And the topic was that basically, you got to appreciate your own self-worth. So one, most things that we consider treats are actually punishments. And that leads to your obesity. But point number two is you have to ask yourself, why do you have to feel the need of being rewarded? Why do you need to feel that way? And what is it you're really after? And ask yourself what is you're really after, because then that will lead to bigger questions like, what am I really worth? Okay, and if you know what you're really worth, you won't settle for bullshit stuff, right? You won't settle for small, cheap stuff or poorly made things. You will treat yourself to experiences, right? Trips and vacations that really matter. Redwood Forest, Washington Monument, all sorts of the Grand Canyon. Do these great and awesome things. Tahiti, and go do these things. Go back to college. Go start your own job. Go treat yourself, to a conference that could change your life. That's really a treat. All right, that's what you're after. Otherwise, if you do the quick and easy things that are bad for you, and you're exercising the bad habit muscles, right, you're going to find yourself one day just really tired, with high blood pressure, diabetes, overweight, unhappy in your marriage, unhappy in your relationship, and then you will really have no sense of self-worth or self-esteem. All right, that's my topic. Thank you all very much. I'll start the Q&A section. Again, if you're new to the show, I'm Dr. Duck Vuong. This is Real Talk with Dr. V, Director of Bariatrics at Loveless Bariatrics in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm a weight loss surgeon. I'm also the author of Ultimate Gastric Sleeve Success. This is the basic guide that my patients go through with me twice a week in classes that I personally lead. But it's good for anybody. It's available on Amazon.com. I hope you'll check it out. Also the author of a meditation guide called A to Z Tips. My goal is 1 million hearts by my birthday, October 1st. That's this Thursday. Okay, so keep tapping on the screen for me. Also, please click the little white man in the corner and share the screen. Also follow me. We'll be here every night. I missed last night because I was traveling. Spent time with my baby girl. But mostly every night, so that's why usually around 7 p.m. is what we shoot for. So definitely follow me. I'm also have some new excitement details and things I'm going to announce here in the next couple of weeks, so it'll be very exciting. So what questions do y'all have about? Try to keep it on topic. Hello, Antoinette. How are you? Do you see my question? I did not, so I don't read comments while I'm talking, so if you will cut and paste your comments, I'd love to do that. Hi, Yolanda. Great topic. Awesome. If you missed it, definitely watch it on the replay. You can also give me hearts there. Hi, Julie. How are you? Good to see everybody. Any questions or, on self-worth, the idea of addiction, treats, rewards? That's kind of the topic for tonight, but we can talk about anything, Julia, sounds so true. It is. It really is. You got to value yourself in order to get yourself better rewards. That's really what you need to do. All right. Hi, Taryn. Saw your video on Facebook. That's so awesome. You looked amazing. And if you looked at your before photos, my gosh, you've lost so much weight. It's awesome. Sorry, I missed that question. What can we give each other treats for doing better? I think hugs, love yourself a little bit more, compliments. Oh, I should give a talk on compliments, Could it be stress? Could what be stress? I'm sorry, I missed that question. I'm going to do a topic on how to give and take compliments. That's actually one of the lessons that I learned that really radically changed my life, It's something that sounds so simple, but it's talk about happiness, giving compliments. So give yourself compliments, plan a big trip, set a big goal, a deadline. I hope you know how much we appreciate your periscopes. Oh, thank you so much, Stacy. You need a profile picture, Stacy, because you look like you're just a purple egg. Anna, for real. Hugs are awesome. Hugs, yes, definitely hugs. We're meant to be touched, and one of the problems with this, with obesity is it keeps us from getting hugged. Weight gain, you don't eat a lot, and I go to the gym. Going to the gym does not work. It's what you're eating. It is true I'm doing less food treats since I started my program, I think is what they said. That's awesome. Thank you. I'm stuck at a certain weight. What can I do to start moving again? Stop saying you're stuck and start moving. Act as if. That's really a big thing. I'm not trying to be a smartass. That's just what I tell my patients, and it's true. Just act as if. I don't really eat a lot unless you journal it and write it down. You don't really know. We always trick ourselves. And a lot depends. If you're 7 foot tall, Shaquille O'Neal, you probably don't eat a lot. You'll lose weight. If you're only 4'8", like Consuelo, you can't eat very much, and you might think you're eating a lot less than other people, but for 4'8", you can't eat a lot. So, Yolanda Miles, it's what you eat. Yeah, amen, sister. And your man Carl has been treating you some good food, man. Quality versus quantity, absolutely, Lynn. But I have a lot of stress. Join the club. We all have a lot of stress. It's how you deal with it. Do you think 5-mile walks are beneficial? I think walks are great to clear your mind, release your stress, and let you contemplate your place in the universe. It's not good for exercise, however, but it's a good place to get started. All right, fresh fruits and veggies every day. Absolutely, that's the key. Let's not get too personal on personal questions. I think people post things, and it's hard to interpret when you're just kind of online forum. If you're more than happy to start your own video blog, and maybe people or broadcast people follow you and help give you suggestions. Motion is just a thought traveling in your body. Boy, I wonder who said that. That sounded very smart. Love these sessions since I'm still traveling to Houston. Can't make it to group. You'll be here soon. Be here soon. All right. My dad has cancer. My son has special needs. So stress. Yeah. Well, my dad died of cancer too. So. And it's not you that has the cancer. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but it's not you, and it's just how you deal with it. So I apologize about I'm sorry about your dad and your child, but I have lots of patients with special needs child, and somehow they manage to deal with the stress and take care of their patients. Take care of their special needs child and their dying parents, and lose weight and do great. So, it's our own personal journey that we have to go through, and you're not alone. So that's the only thing I'd tell you is you're not alone. And you should look into resources that can help you with that. There are books on how to do all that sort of stuff also, and other videos. So my topic especially is more on weight loss and stuff, okay? All right, everybody. Keep hitting your screen for me. You can use multiple fingers. You might have to log in. I don't know if there's a 500 heart limit. Some people say that. You're welcome, Minister. Good luck to you. And tap in and out, But we're trying to shoot 1 million hearts. Please click on the white man share. Invite people to come join the broadcast. I'm Dr. Vuong. I'll be here most nights, 7 p.m.-ish. I could have used this talk years ago. I always use food as a reward, not any longer. Amen, sister. You do it. You do it. That's awesome. That's great to you. How did you get into specializing weight loss? Started changing my patients' lives and loved it. Is pressing hearts a good way to burn calories? Absolutely. If you're giving me 10,000 hearts, it will burn 10,000 calories. I think you burn 1 calorie for every heart you give. How about that? But it only applies to me. It only applies to Dr. V. How much is the surgery? It depends. That's a complicated question. What is a healthy body fat percentage to strive for? As low as you can get, the better. I don't worry about body fat percentage as much as being happy. That's not a smart-ass answer. I think if you focus on being happy, your body will settle to what it needs to be. I'm thin, but my body fat content is much higher than I want it to be, but that's part of getting older, I think. But I'm working on it. I'll fix it. So for those of you who are my patients, just don't forget, this Saturday is our special Saturday session, October 3rd. It's our patient potluck and Dr. V birthday celebration. And I'm also going to give a talk. I think I'll give a shorter talk, maybe 15 minutes, about the top things I've learned about New Mexico and New Mexican patients since I've been here, or something like that. Or maybe my top tips specifically for New Mexican patients, something like that. I'll figure that out. All right, that's this Saturday from 12:30 to 2. We're going to be dining. If you're bringing something, you don't have to. If you don't have to bring anything, you can just come. But if you're going to bring something, it doesn't have to be very much, because remember, you have little baby sleeves, so people don't eat very much. So we always have more than enough food left over. And we do the potluck twice a year, usually around the holidays again, and share recipes too. Can't make it, but have an awesome day. We definitely will. Hopefully you can make the next one. Okay? So if there are no more questions, I'm just going to do the recap about why rewarding yourself can lead to obesity. Number one, most of the things that we think we're rewarding ourselves with treats is actually punishments. Number two, you have to ask yourself what it is you're seeking. Why do you feel the need to be rewarded? And those deeper answers go beyond salt cravings or sugar cravings. It's actually some sort of approval for a lot of times, fitting in, etc. And then you have to ask yourself, what does that lead to? It doesn't lead to good self-esteem or self-worth. All right? You are limiting all of my excuses. That's my point, because that's what they are. They're excuses. But yeah, it's good that you recognize that that's what they are. All right? He's really good at that. Hey, life is short. We just have to do what we're meant to do, you know? We can't sit around and just use a lot of excuses, because they don't get you anywhere at the end of the day. So if you're going to reward yourself, really make it a reward. Do something great. I'm going to tell you what I mean, this is silly, but it's not that silly, actually. I started rewarding myself, and I said if I didn't buy junk food or something like that at a grocery store, I would get like $10 cash back, you know. And so once you ring it up, they say, you want cash back? I'd say yes. I'd put in $10, because that's $10 I didn't spend on junk. And I would take that money and I would put it in a jar, and I'd save it, and it would add up. I did that very early when I was in college. And $10 when I was in college is a lot of money, you know. So asking for money back, stuff like that. I was in med school, I think, when I was trying to study, etc. So I do that. You can do that with alcohol or wine or anything, or you make it out of the department store without buying shoes. Give yourself $20 and just put it in a jar and label that jar something, some goal, vacation, you know, college tuition, because you're spending it. That money, remember, it's just a transfer of energy, and you're going to either spend it on junk, that's really a punishment, not a reward, or you're going to save it and really reward yourself. Tummy tuck, boob lifts, mommy makeovers, bat wings for a lot of my patients. So definitely be worth saving. And it's really that simple. You can do that. Or, you know, you can give it to the homeless. You can save it up to give it to your favorite charity. You can use it to pay for your kids' summer camps next summer, or a good, nice family trip, you know. Shoes are necessary, but that's true. You can only wear one pair at a time. That's the deal with shoes. It's like cars. I don't understand these people with a bunch of cars. I can only drive one car at a time. Cars lose value. And so I might be getting I'm going to trade in my car and get like a little beater pickup truck, because I got some work I got to do and haul and stuff and things. So that's just how I am. That's my own personal philosophy. All right. All right. Thank you guys very much. I've really enjoyed this broadcast. I have not had dinner. This is surgery hat hair, so I'm about to go to dinner. And yes, I often eat late. I'm pretty tired. I got surgeries tomorrow. So we had 5 sleeve babies born today, and everyone's doing good. 2 more tomorrow, so it'll be 7 for me this week. So hope you're liking the broadcast. Please share it. Please watch it on the replay. If you're watching on the replay, continue to give me hearts. Shooting for 1 million hearts. Tell me what topics you might like to hear. I kind of roll with them as things happen to me during the day. That's how I come up with it. Got some new announcements coming up in the next week or two, so stay tuned, and please invite people to follow the broadcast. I really enjoy doing them, but it is some work. All right, so again, Dr. Duck Vuong, author of Ultimate Gastric Sleep Success. Check it out on Amazon.com. I think you'll like it, especially if you're looking for information about weight loss surgery or just to lose weight, as well as my meditation guide. And if you have a friend who has a lap band who's struggling with that, my new book, Lap Band Revisions, will be coming out next month, and check for that. I'll be giving you some special offers on that too. You can also follow me on Facebook at Dr. Vuong, Duck Vuong, I guess, as well as Twitter and Instagram. Thank y'all very much. Thanks for sharing, Taryn. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow in group. Bye-bye.